Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I'm Trula, your lovely hostess here on the channel. And today's book review is one that, again, I very much like at the beginning of Among Serpents book review last week. I had to re-record this one. Obviously, it was one of the three that got deleted. DaVinci Resolve is not my friend right now. I'm still angry with it. But today's book review is A Promised Land by Barack Obama. This is the first book of his series about his two-term presidency in the White House. And I got this after having read Michelle Obama's Becoming. And if I had to tell you which one I preferred more, I am sorry, Mr. President, your wife writes a funnier book than you do. Just sorry, plainly stating facts. This was very dry. I'm very thankful that I had a professor in college who had kind of a similar sense of writing and talking in class, so I kind of got used to it, especially because, funny enough, he taught all of our public administration classes. So very on par for the course. And so this one, it took me nearly 2 years to read, because it was for me, just for me, very, very dry, very to the point, which I can appreciate that. Thank you, Barack, for giving us like no fluff, no muss, I think is what I'm going for. That you were just very straight to the point in it and just giving it to us exactly, how you experienced it in the White House, which I'm very grateful for. So this book actually covers, I believe, his first term, and it could be wrong. But it was absolutely a wonderful read to sit and read through. Yes, while it did take me a year, nearly 2 years to read this book, it was worth every second, in my opinion. I am slowly working through different president books that I want to read through. Jimmy Carter's is definitely on my list that I would like to read through eventually. But just having this was wonderful, and I enjoyed it. And I actually do plan on reading the next book in the series. So it's not like I'm not going to read the next book. This one was dry. It did take a little while, but I did love the little insights into it, to kind of give you guys the coverage of this one. Please be aware that the summary goes back and front flip covers of the jacket. So let's get into it. A riveting, deeply personal account of history in the making from the president who inspired us to believe in the power of democracy. In the stirring, highly anticipated first volume of presidential memoirs, Barack Obama tells the story of his improbable odyssey from a young man searching for his identity to leader of the free world, describing in striking personal detail both his political education and landmark moments of the first term of his historic presidency, a time of dramatic transformation and turmoil. Obama takes readers on a compelling journey from his earliest political aspirations to the pivotal Iowa caucus victory that demonstrated the power of grassroots activism to the watershed night of November 4th, 2008, when he was elected the 44th President of the United States, becoming the first African American to hold the nation's highest office. Reflecting on the presidency, he offers a unique and thoughtful exploration of both the awesome reach and the limits of presidential power, as well as a singular insights into the dynamics of U.S. partisan politics and international diplomacy. Obama brings readers inside the Oval Office and the White House Situation Room, and to Moscow, Cairo, Beijing, and points beyond. We are privy to his thoughts as he assembles his cabinet, wrestles with a global financial crisis, takes the measure of Vladimir Putin, overcomes seemingly insurmountable odds to secure passage of the Affordable Care Act, clashes with generals about U.S. strategy in Afghanistan, tackles Wall Street reform, responds to the devastating Deepwater Horizon blowout, and authorizes Operation Neptune's Spear, which leads to the death of Osama bin Laden. A Promised Land is extraordinarily intimate and introspective. The story of one man's bet with his history, the faith of community our organizer tested on the world stage. Obama is candid about the balancing act of running for office as a Black American, bearing the expectations of a generation buoyed by messages of hope and change, and meeting the moral challenges of high stakes decision making. He is frank about the forces that opposed him at home and abroad, open about how living in the White House affected his wife and daughters, and unafraid to reveal self doubt and disappointment. Yet he never wavers from his belief that inside the great ongoing American experiment, progress is always possible. This beautifully written and powerful book captures Barack Obama's conviction that democracy is not a gift from on high, but something founded on empathy and common understanding built together day by day. The last time I recorded this video, I almost cried reading that. And while it still brings the want of tears to my eyes, considering what is going on right now with our country, if you're not from the States, I think you're very much aware of the suffering some of us are going through over here because of people who decided to vote a man who has bankrupted multiple companies and a casino. How you bankrupt a casino, I don't know, but he's done it. Back into the presidency because lower grocery prices, which are not going to happen now because of his stupid tariffs. Lower egg prices, not going to happen because of his tariffs. We're now having milk not be tested because the FDA has had employee numbers cut because of this idiot that is in office right now. So it is hard to have finished this book while Biden was in office. And then have to go through this process of watching this horrible realization that we're now dealing with a tyrant in the office after we had gotten him out. And yeah. And the sad part is like, in theory, he would have been, if he hadn't screwed with the tariffs, he would have inherited a great economy that would have been created under Biden's administration. But no, you decide you want to fuck around with the tariffs. Yeah, fun things. But if you're on the fence of reading it, I feel like I would have enjoyed it better probably if I'd listened to the audiobook, which Barack Obama narrates. And I might still go back and just listen to it. And instead of buying the second book, I might listen to the audiobook whenever it comes out and do it that way because let me tell you, for someone who brings so much hope and he's hilarious during his speeches, book writing, not the thing that his humor does not come over very well into this. Now, there are humorous moments in this book, yes, but they don't he's very, and I have to say this, like I said, it may be dry, but Barack Obama is very cut to detail person. He's going to give you all the details. He's going to explain his thought processes, and I can appreciate that as someone who likes to ask the million questions to understand why we do XYZ the way we do it. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. The Virgo in me appreciates it. And so I did enjoy it. Was it a long read? Yes. Did it take me a while to finish it? Yes. Would I reread it in a heartbeat? Yes. Even knowing it would take me that long to read it, I would still read it again. So, there you go. Unfortunately, this will not be staying on my bookshelf. Just because I don't see myself rereading it at any point. If I want to reread it, I will probably get the audiobook instead. But I did enjoy it, and this was amazing, and I do recommend it. I just need to make space on my shelves, unfortunately, and I don't have a lot of space, which is why I'm reading through a lot of my old books now. So, yeah. But there you have it. Barack Obama is A Promised Land, the first part of his anthology. Next book review that is going to be up on the docket for you guys that is dropping next week is Among Serpents. I think I've got that right. Hang on, let me repop my Notion up. I'm wrong. It's not. It's Entering Hekate's Cave comes out after this one, you guys. Among Serpents is the one before this that came out. So there you go. But I will see you all in the next video.